Well, let's continue now with our coverage on the rolling blackouts and the frustrating floods in Gauteng at the moment. Let's get some reaction on the ground. Zikona Chona is in Mamelodi, northeast of Pretoria. They are on high alert because of the floodwaters this evening. Zikona, very good evening to you. When we spoke just over an hour ago, you were talking about the numbers that seem to be growing where people have lost their homes and they're coming to the local church there. Just tell us where you are at the moment. I mean, the rains are not letting up, the floodwaters are not letting up. Are you seeing those numbers swelling?
We are. I think if you remember the last time we spoke, UV, the chairs behind me were a lot emptier. People are starting to heed to the call for them to rather come to safety than to stay around their homes to try and salvage whatever they can. We are at the Mamelodi Baptist Church, which is one of the churches or one of the centers that have reached out and said we are going to help the people that have been affected by the flooding in this area. Now, it's still raining outside, so there's still huge concern, particularly for those whose homes have not been affected yet. I know when we were in the area earlier, there were a lot of informal settlements around the flooding area that had not been affected yet, but some of those people have also come out here. We spoke to a woman earlier who said she was coming from home from work and she could not enter the area where her house is. So certainly people are devastated. The scenes we saw there are certainly very heartbreaking. The homes have been completely demolished to the ground. Many of them, people's furniture and belongings floating in the water. Now, of course, Eskom has announced that it will be implementing stage 6 of load shedding later on tonight. And of course, this center is very, very concerned because there are people that have come out here seeking safety, but it means also the center will have to be helping those people even in the dark. I've got with me Reverend Gentile from the church. But you were saying to me earlier that you don't have generators, so you might have to consider that.
Yes, we don't have generators, and that's a very serious concern for us because we're going to host both, actually, men, women and children, because it's cold on the other side. So men have asked that we take them to the other side of the hall, and we take women to the other side. So you don't want people to stay in the darkness the whole night during these days in South Africa, where we are now in the middle of the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence. So the generator is very much important to us now. You know, it's our number one worry. So we are also excited, Sisi, that people have come forth with clothes, and some are coming in with food. And I want to thank ENCA. Thank you very much. But we still call for more because we're expecting more people, especially from the other side of the township. We just heard that there were some who don't want to leave their communities. But it's getting cold now and it's raining, so we may have more people coming in.
Now, I know you've been on the ground the entire day trying to make sure that, particularly the children, I saw a truck coming from the township earlier where the women and children in particular were brought to the center, and you weren't able to hear much about what's going to happen in terms of, as far as load shedding is concerned. Yes. Do you have an understanding of this stage 6?
I heard that they said by 6 there will be load shedding. Well, the last time I heard, when I was at home, it was stage 4. And then now I hear it's stage 6. It may hit any time. And I think it may take longer. I'm just appealing to anyone who can assist us with generator, or if someone at Eskom is watching and can think of these many people and in different places who will be spending this night in this cold and not in their beds.
Thank you very much, Reverend, and really thank you from the country at large for the work that you are doing here today. I'm going to ask my cameraman just to give us a picture of the scenes that we are seeing here today. There are a lot more people, as I've mentioned. The city of Tshwane not able to tell us the extent of the damage, so we don't know how many people have been affected by the flooding, but this is one of the centers that people can come to get shelter. I do know that there's another community hall in the area that is also accommodating people. So certainly here, the load shedding that is going to hit is going to be cause very huge problems for the people here. As the Reverend has mentioned, they're trying to allocate people accordingly so that children can be accommodated according to their needs, women can be accommodated according to their needs, as well as men. And when we spoke earlier, you did see that there are people here who need very particular attention. There was a pregnant woman here earlier, and we do know that ambulances are on the ground trying to assist wherever they can.
That is certainly a dire situation there. Zikona Chona, she's at the Mamelodi Baptist Church. The numbers are growing of people who are, well, actually they're homeless at the moment after the flooding, and now where they go to a place where they think they're going to be taken care of, it seems they will be hit by stage 6 load shedding at the moment. I wonder if anybody out there has the sense to maybe just isolate the areas and say, let's not do it in this area. These people have had a bad enough day already. But you'll continue to keep an eye. And as you heard the Reverend say, that if anybody has a generator that you can help them out with, please go along. It is the Mamelodi Baptist Church. That's where they are. And hundreds of people coming in, women and children as well, who actually need your help this evening. If you